Hello everyone, I'm Jarai, and today I just want to talk about this camera, the one I'm shooting on right now, the Sony RX100 V. And I know that there's newer cameras out there, and there's even the ZV-1 that's similar to this, but I'm just gonna give you guys some reasons why I like this camera so much. The first one being it's small, compact, and it's easy to carry around. I usually carry at least 2 cameras with me when I'm out on vacation. Usually I carry this one and my bigger mirrorless camera, the Sony A7 III. And sometimes I feel like I don't want to take out my big camera out of my bag because it's, you know, sometimes a bit too clunky, or I don't want to draw attention to myself. The role that this camera plays is when I don't want to take out my big camera, I take this small one out. And I'm pretty satisfied with the image quality coming out of this camera. It has a Zeiss 24-70mm f1.8 lens. Even though it's variable aperture, you know, f2.8 at 70mm isn't too bad either. In terms of video, this can shoot slow motion, you know, 120 frames per second at 1080p, and even the gimmicky like 1000 frames or 960 frames per second at a lower resolution. It also shoots 4K, but in 5-minute intervals, or up until the camera decides to shut itself off because it overheats. Now the sensor in this camera is basically unchanged. This sensor can be found on the newer RX100 series and even the latest Sony ZV-1. Now this isn't the perfect camera. As I'm talking right now, the LCD screen that I'm looking myself at got dimmer and indicated that it's overheating currently, and I'm running short on 4K recording. But with those limitations, I still like this camera quite a bit. When it comes to vacationing, I usually look for moments, so I'm hunting and capturing what I find. So I'm not really recording for long. And honestly, like, if you just don't set the expectation for this camera too high, I think you'll be all right. I think this camera is better than using a smartphone because it has a bigger sensor, and with a bigger sensor you have a better dynamic range. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on this camera. I wasn't really gonna go into a deep dive with this, but yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.